friends, today we are going to discuss about grammatical skills in language across the curriculum. First, what is grammar? Grammar is the base of English language. Without grammar, a sentence couldn't be in a possible meaningful sentence. It improves reading, writing, listening, and speaking, which comes under LS or W skills. Without grammar, a sentence doesn't convey a meaning. A grammar and punctuation or a proper spell, everything is important in a word and in a sentence. Advanced communication competencies call for an improved level of grammatical ability. Capability in communication invokes awareness and application of suitable grammar and language to express precise meaning. And what is grammatical skills? A grammar skill which is used to assess and evaluate a job candidate's knowledge of and ability to apply grammar rules in a certain language. It helps to assess and evaluate a candidate's knowledge and ability to apply grammar rules in a certain language. Now, this assessment tests candidates on specific skills like correct use of tenses, verb types, punctuation, passive versus active voice, and idioms, what types, which means verbs, adverbs, adjectives, and etc. It helps to assess whether the candidate use correct grammar in a correct sentence. If there is any sentence which needs a pause or stress, we have to use the correct pause or stress. It is comes under grammatical skills. We can assess or evaluate through this grammatical skills. Next, grammaring skills. According to Diane Larson Freeman, grammaring skills is described as the ability to use grammar constructions accurately, meaningfully, and appropriately. Diane Larson Freeman coined the term grammaring, which means it is the ability to use grammar constructions correctly, which means accurately, meaningfully, and appropriately. And now, what are the ways to improve English grammar skills? There are many ways which helps to improve English grammar skills. And the first method is read. Which means we have to read the written English, like books which can becomes under the categories or genres of novels, poems, short stories, or everything, and textbooks, newspapers, journals, magazines, which helps to read English, and it improves our reading interest and learning. Whether or not English is your native language, your brain will learn it better through repeated exposure. If you read continuously means through this repeated exposure, your brain automatically started to learn the English language as your native language, as comparative to native language. The more you read, the more you will naturally understand how properly grammar works in the sentence. Even if you don't know all the rules, but you can able to understand the correct and proper use of grammar in the sentence, and it helps to build an intuition for the written language. And the next one is consult a grammar manual. If you have any doubt to construct a sentence with a proper grammar means, you can consult any grammar manual which helps to correct the sentence by using proper grammar. Knowing the rules is not a replacement for having a natural intuition for grammar. You need to build both simultaneously, but it can certainly help you avoid written mistakes. You can also use a common style guide like the Chicago Manual of Style or the Associated Press style. And the next one is learn the parts of speech. Learn the parts of speech. There are 9 types of words in the English language, which means there are 9 types of parts of speech are here. Nouns, pronouns, verbs, adjectives, adverbs, prepositions, conjunctions, and interjections, and articles. Articles also comes under the parts of speech. Articles doesn't comes under the parts of speech, but it also considered as the types of words. Okay, first the 9 parts of speech, and you have to study how these 9 parts of speech link together. You will need to know which role each word plays in order to use it correctly in a sentence and how it gives a meaning. And the next one is learn the rules of sentence structure. First, you have to know about the sentence structure. What does mean sentence structure? You have to study it in your definitely studied in your school education. A sentence structure means SVO, SVOA, SVOC, the sentence pattern of the sentence, and how you structured the sentence through using correct words, grammars, and dependent and independent class, and or spelling, everything comes under sentence structure. How you use proper pronunciation, everything comes under sentence structure. You have to learn the rules of sentence structure. It encompasses many topics from the difference between independent and dependent class, and learning these rules will help you create more complex sentences in your writing. And the next one is study punctuation rule. From the beginning itself I told a punctuation rules is also comes under grammatical skills, which plays a proper and important role in grammar, because many grammar mistakes involve improper punctuation. If there is a improper punctuation in a sentence, means it conveys the wrong message to the receivers. So we have to use the correct punctuation in a sentence, then only the meaning conveys to the receiver in a correct way. Correct punctuation shows you how written thoughts stop, pause, or connect to one another. It helps the reader to understand our thoughts and opinions by reading with a full stop or comma or everything. It helps to understand the author's thought, to whether the story is stop or pause, or where it is connected to one another. And it is usually the punctuation marks are used in the sentences are commas, periods, semicolons, colons, apostrophes, dashes, and more. Then, correctly punctuating your sentence will make your work easier to read. And the next one is play grammar games. Nowadays, there are many grammar games which is available in online and applications. It will be more fun and exciting way. You can try the quiz in your English app, quiz in English through some applications, which allows you to compete against your friends. It will be more funnier if you compete with your friends. Okay. If you are at more advanced level, you can try Proof It, a game where you look for grammar and punctuation mistakes in English languages. If you are learning English as a second language, you can try Fluent U, which takes real videos and turn them into games. Most people learn better by playing games than by studying. And the next one is practice writing with correct grammar. The more you practice writing, the faster your grammar skills will improve. Try keeping a daily journal in English. You can try writing short stories too, if that is something you are interested in. If you are interested in a simple thing, or it may be a short story, or it may be a short message, you start write it in a journal. It helps you to improve your grammar skills in a faster way. Better, you can find a pen pal to send letters or emails to. Pen pal means you can write your letters and post it to your friends or any other thing. Better, instead of sending messages through mobiles or any other communication medias. That way you will be able to get direct feedback on your work. Ask them to let you know if you make the same grammar errors over and over, so you can keep an eye for it out in the future. And the next one is read your work out loud, which means if you are written a short story, means you have to read it loud. Read